Where's TK today?
We are in southeast Iowa at a boondocker location.
Yeah, lovely little dense forest.
Yeah, the bugs like them, so it's awesome.
But that's week 37. We're talking about week 35.
Started out as a bit of a chill week and then got a little busier as we went on.
Week 35 started in southern central South Dakota.
As we left Pierre, we stopped in a little reservoir for a couple of nights to chill.
Bree Lake, free campground. They had hookups there if you wanted, but it's just a little lake. Rained like crazy.
Oh yeah, crazy rain. And there's only a couple of other people there too. So it was just a little stop and chill.
A nice free area as we headed to Chamberlain and the Lewis and Clark Welcome Center.
Yeah, that was well laid out. We didn't take much in the way of pictures or anything, I think, but the other thing that was there was the statue of Dignity of an Earth and Sky. That was really nice.
Yeah, it's honoring the Native American culture. A few walking trails around there.
Yeah.
They had a replica of a Lewis and Clark boat in the visitor center.
Yeah, it was well laid out.
Our night camping there, we headed off to Acoma, South Dakota. Oh, South Dakota?
Yeah, we were in South Dakota for the first.
Acoma, South Dakota is a small little town of about 400 people.
Yeah, not much there except a pie shop.
Yeah, that was a good pie shop. It's funny though, I'll spend $4 for a slice of pie, but I won't pay $10 for a whole pie. It's caloric intake maybe.
That's a lot to eat.
Camped on the west bank of the Missouri River, the Big Mo. It's the longest river in the United States, encompassing something like 2,400 miles. It was what Lewis and Clark used to explore the Louisiana Purchase. Our main spot where we wanted to head to was Lynch, Nebraska. Lynch, Nebraska is a little bitty unincorporated village established in 1893. It currently has a population of, what is it?
165 people?
Yeah.
According to the bartender?
Yeah, the Double K bar where we stepped in to have some beers because it started raining on us. So.
And we are made of sugar, so we didn't want to melt.
All right, well that was Lynch.
Cute little town. About, what do you say, about 165 people.
160, depending on who's coming in for the day.
Yeah.
It's amazing this little town has so much stuff for being such a small population. They have an RV park. They have 2 bars, at least. They've got a bowling alley.
A movie cinema.
Yep. A pool hall.
Yeah, pool hall. A public pool, which looked quite nice.
And they said they've got a splash park too. We haven't seen the splash park, but for 160 people.
Yeah. On top of the other stuff, like the city hall and community center and post office and all the the normal things.
Yeah, the normal things that go along with that. It's a cute little town, lovely little people and stuff.
Yes, the last week was their homecoming, so evidently these streets were packed with people. But it's pretty quiet now. The point of that stop was to go to the town next door. Monowi, Nebraska, is the least populated incorporated village in the United States. It has a population of 1. It's in Boyd County, and it's received national and international attention after the 2010 United States Census recorded that only 1 person lived in the village.
Man, I mean, even look at that wheel. Oh, scared a bird out. A bunch of bee boxes. Hopefully there's no bees in there. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, look at the side, the age of that tire. Wow, wonder when this thing got retired. Tired.
She is the only resident, so she's the mayor, she's the librarian, she's the clerk, she's the treasurer, she pays herself taxes every year, and she has a little restaurant there as well.
Yeah, she has to do a road report to the state, so she gets highway funding to keep the 4 lights on that are in the town and to keep the water maintained. She pretty much does it all. And what's wild is that she runs this tavern, the Monowi Tavern, that is open from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. We actually asked her, we said, do you really stay open till 9? She's like, sometimes it's 11 o'clock before we get out of here. It's, I mean, 12 hours a day, every day for a 92-year-old woman.
Yeah, that gal is not slowing down any day soon, and she's pretty proud of it. I was talking to her about my mom just turning 92, and she said, oh, she's about to turn 93 in the next couple of years.
Sure, but I am, and after my last, well, when I first had it, it was the worst. It was right after the time we lost my son for daddy, and it was pretty bad for a while. And I don't know, they started.
And she is there all day long. She said if she doesn't have the coffee going in the morning, sometimes the guys who are stopping in on their way to the farm are like sitting in the parking lot waiting.
Since she's the mayor, she was able to issue herself a liquor license. We got there at noon, ordered 2 hamburgers. We did not leave there until 2 o'clock. It took us 45 minutes to get our hamburger for one, just because there's one person in there cooking, and she had a family of 4 prior to us that she was serving. So it took her 45 minutes just to get to our order, and she cooked them up. There was also Bruce Boastman, who is a Republican politician for Nebraska.
He works out of the capital of Nebraska. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
pretty
and
interesting.
he's got a farm right there in town, so he locals the area. And
Yeah, that's totally uncomfortable, I gotta admit. As you're sitting there and she deals with one table at a time because she's not in a rush. Where are you gonna go? And it's hard to sit there and watch her work. It's like being at Nana's house and you're like, can I just get up and help you? Do you want me to do dishes? Do you want me to clear this? So,
yeah, you're like, oh, I didn't want onions.
I love onions, thank you.
Yeah, just like your nana, you know, gotta respect.
And I will say before we go on, once if you do go visit the town, yeah, absolutely go. But also don't just eat your burger and run. Talk to the people that are there.
Yeah.
You get some good conversation. Like we met the gentleman who works at the Capitol,
Yeah.
and the family of 4. We chatted with them, and then afterwards.
Yeah, and then after they left, Elsie sat down at one of the tables, and I asked if she minded if we sat down, and we had a conversation with her for another 45 minutes. We were in that tavern for 2 hours for 2 burgers, and it was one of the best times we had.
Love meeting people like that. So that wrapped up our next trip or our second time around for South Dakota, and we ended up spending the night or 2 nights in Nebraska at just a small boat ramp state area.
It was a Army Corps of Engineers area that had free camping as well. That's where we stuck the South Dakota sticker on the camper.
We earned our South Dakota sticker and then went back to Nebraska.
Yep. We are again right on the Missouri River, which is a gorgeous river in certain spots, and it was really interesting seeing the way it cuts through the landscaping and how they utilize it for farming and how it was so important at the time. We did stop by the Lewis and Clark Pulley Museum. You think Pulley Museum? You're not that, okay, let's go see what a Pulley Museum is. It was a very focused museum on hay management. Basically how they would use horses and a pulley, an automated pulley system that you grab the bales of hay or loose hay and lift it up to the top of the barn. And then once it hit a release up there, it would release a trolley, and the trolley would drag it across to wherever you wanted to drop it to, and you'd pull a rope and it would drop the hay. Then the horse would back up, the whole thing would go back outside, get ready to pull in another bundle of hay.
Yeah. You think that, I mean, you look over the big picture and think Pulley Museum, okay. But as soon as you dig into almost anything, you find some interesting stuff.
Oh, there was hundreds of designs and all different heads and pulley ideas and different catches and releases and different rail systems, from iron to wood to actually not even any wheels at all, where they would slide on lard across it. All horsepower. They'd run it to a stake, and the horse was just used to doing this type of stuff. And it was interesting.
And it really helps when the person that's showing you, because the gentleman who owns the place was there and he showed us around. And his love for it, listening to anybody who has such a love for what they're doing, just makes it so much more interesting too.
Yeah, that was in Crofton?
It was in Crofton.
Because all the dairy cows are inside eating and getting milk. So these would have been used a lot in dairy barns.
So this works on a similar principle with the rope.
Yep.
And it was the Haymarket restaurant. So you can go have a burger, another burger.
Yeah.
and then he'll show you the Pulley Museum anyway. But while you're there, there's a restaurant to enjoy some pizza and stuff.
Yeah, and the population is like 760. Another one of the small little Nebraskan towns. So
gotta love those small towns.
yeah. On our way out, we headed to the Palmer Candy Gift Shop.
Yeah, done with Nebraska again. So we've been in Iowa for a bit. So into Iowa, gotta have candy.
And the Palmer Candy Company was established late 1800s, and it is very much a regional candy supplier. You can't find this candy in California. Twin Bing.
Yeah.
so good.
It is good, yeah. And that they invented in 1923.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a family-owned company. There's 5 generations of Palmers that have been pushing this company through, and they got some good stuff.
Yeah. We also went to the Floyd Monument in Sioux City, Iowa.
Sergeant Charles Floyd, that was part of the Lewis and Clark expedition, and the only fatality. So he has a monument and a museum, Sioux City. Lamar's, Iowa. We started our day with candy, and we had ice cream for lunch.
Yeah. It is the ice cream capital of the world. Blue Bunny is the name that you'll probably know. All comes from Lamar's, Iowa. They do a milk truck an hour.
1 tanker truck of local milk within a 70-mile radius into that facility an hour to make ice cream.
They produce 150 million gallons of ice cream annually. And the Welcome Center had the Blue Bunny gift shop and the ice cream parlor in it.
We had so much ice cream.
So much ice cream. I just looked at what's the most expensive one, and honestly, it was only like $9 for this big old monster peanut butter sundae. Okay, we're here at the Blue Bunny, and you go big or you go home.
Yeah, we went big, and we still got to go home.
Yep. She got a flight. I got the monster. I don't even remember what it's called.
Doesn't matter.
It's the biggest one out there.
Monster everything that's behind the counter.
The peanut butter one.
Yeah, actually, yeah, it wasn't badly priced at all.
No.
So they had a flight, an ice cream flight, and I was all over that because I didn't know half of the ice creams that were there, so I had to try some.
Lovely little area, and had a couple movies we watched.
Yeah.
We also picked up some local beef there at the butcher shop. I forgot what that was, but we got some pre-cooked tri-tips and some pork patties, and what was the other thing?
Was it bacon? Was it the
bacon crumb. Oh my God, we need to get that out. I forgot
right now.
about that.
Let's just shut this off and go get some ice.
All right, let's go. Ciao. Cut. We rounded out Iowa week 35 at Hawkeye Point. Hawkeye Point is the highest point in Iowa at an astonishing, nose-bleeding, headache-producing 1,670 feet.
I was dizzy.
1,680 feet, because that's technically the highest point over there. And they do have cool signs that show all the other states' highest points, and we've been to 3 of them so far.
That is pretty neat.
So number 4 for us.
I guess I'm gonna have to add to the spreadsheet.
Yep, let's add to the spreadsheet. Here's a big silo. Looks like a piece of corn. It's not.
Yeah, it's a nice little spot that they have there. They how many acres did they get from this? Is a local farmer. It's all farmland, and the local farmer gave them
like 5 acres.
Yeah,
and then they bought like 13 more acres so they could build the park, the RV park.
So they have the campground, which is where we stayed, and then across the street they had this highest point. And they have a little museum that they made out of one of the barns, and the silo is all painted like a cob of corn. And they have all of the signs for the highest points across the U.S.
We actually met a gentleman there that was on a trek to hit the highest points in the continental United States.
Yeah, and other than that, there's a cornfield right there because, well, it's Iowa, so we played in some corn.
We are in Iowa, the corn capital. Well, no, I don't know if it's the corn capital of the world, but...
It's the corn capital of Iowa. Yeah. Iowa is the corn capital of Iowa.
That stuff. Okay, I'm ready to get out of this corn.
Lost in the corn.
Yep. Come back, help, save yourself. It was all a forced perspective. So much corn. And a little cemetery that is technically exactly 1670 as well. So, but I'm assuming it'd be harder to move all the dead people to make a public access point.
Yeah, I don't know if they'd complain, but somebody would.
Yeah. And that wraps up week 35.
Yeah, slow. It was a slow burn start, and then after we hit all the candy and ice cream, it got started going up from there.
Yeah, we gained 5 pounds. We gained at least 5 pounds back from our last weigh-in. So if you like what we're doing, like and subscribe. Make sure you hit the like button and leave a comment. See what we missed. Happy trails.
See you out there.
Okay, then I can cut that, put that in the beginning, mess all that up, change that.
Ba-bam, ba-bam, the magic of TV.
The magic of editing.
Thank God for editing.